Hi there, my name is Drew, and if we haven't met before, welcome to ReadyBudgetGo. If it's not your first time visiting my channel, welcome back. I am glad you're here either way. It's Wednesday, and on Wednesday I play savings challenges and savings games that were created by other members of the budgeting community. That's why it's called Friendsday Wednesday. Let's jump into the binder and get started. First up, we're doing the freebie challenges, and I've got two new ones to start this week. I have one from Eva at Budget Your Life, which is a roll and save, and it's upside down. And I also have the scratch and save challenge from Brooke at B's Budgets. And this is the money that, the prop money that has been accumulated so far. If you're new to my channel, I do use prop money because I transfer whatever I save directly from my checking account to whatever savings platform I'm working on. Right now, it's my Roth IRA. So let's get the binder out of the way here and let's do some rolling and some scratching. Let's start with the scratch off. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on here. So let's roll a D8. That'll tell us which one to scratch. Probably going to do 2 this week. So number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one of the reasons that I like this challenge so much is because somebody dunked the Statue of Liberty right into their coffee. So, okay, that's going to be $5. Are they all $5? Let's go again and find out. 1. So we'll go 1 over from that one. Go right here. Nope, this is a 2. And I hope that I'm not shaking the camera because I know I'm shaking the table here. Okay, we'll clean that off and we'll set 7 aside for that one. Oops, I had a 5 in the 2s. There we go. So let's do a roll and save. Let's keep with the D8. Let's scoot this over here. Again, this is from Eva at Budget Your Life. I'm just going to write on here that I'm doing a D8. Hello, D8. So let's roll it a couple times. So we got a 7. That's good. Just need a pen here. Actually, I'm going to use that Tombow. And roll number 2. Another 7. Okay, so 14 plus the 7 from Brooke's challenge means 21 going into this envelope for the week. So let me put this 7 back. I'll grab a 20 and a 1. And let's see how much the freebie challenges have saved us so far. We have 50, 70, 90 to 93. Not bad at all. So that will go in there, and then we'll put the challenges back for next week. Okay, up next is this Happy 4th of July scratcher. This is from Judy at Save with Judy. I won this in a giveaway on one of her Saturday lives. Let's get out a D. Well, let's roll the D8 because it's already here. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go right here. $9. Goodness, these numbers are high. Okay. Well, I would like to finish this scratcher inside the month of July if I can, so let's go again. And that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right at the top. Oh my goodness, 12? Okay, $21 going into this challenge for the week. I do need to save a lot of money, but my goodness, I just seem to find all the high numbers. And then when it's a roll and save challenge and I need the die to roll high, I get 2s and 3s and 1s. Anyway. Okay, so $21 going into Miss Judy's challenge, and let's see what we're up to in there. So far, 20, 40, 5, 46. And I need to make sure that I'm keeping track of everything that I'm saving because I want to be sure that the number that I transfer into my savings is exactly what I'm saying I'm saving here. So let's write down 21 for the freebies and 21 for the 4th of July challenge. And then let's move on to Color Bingo. This is by Cris at Budgeting with Cris. Now, I understand she has changed the name of her YouTube channel because when I link it in my description, if somebody changes their channel name and I reuse the old description, YouTube will automatically update it. So I don't remember the new name of her channel, but it's down in the description below. Okay, I need a couple of dice, so let's use Green Lantern. No, I know what we're doing for this one. We're doing Batman and Superman. Superman is across the top because he flies, and Batman is down the side. So we've got 3 and 1, which is yellow, and that's going to be $3. 2 and 3, we'll go a couple more times probably. 4 and 5 rather, so we've already done that one. Let's go again. 6 and 5, we've already done that. 4 and 5, yep, did that. 4 and 3, okay, that's red, which is $1. One more time. 6 and 4, okay, that is orange, and orange is $6. So that's going to be $10 going into this challenge for the week, because I'll put this 4 back and take a 10. Still no bingos anywhere, but that's okay. So far, we have 20, 40, 50, 5, 57, 58. So we'll put back 2 20s and a 10, and we'll grab out a 50. This challenge goes back. Make sure I write down the $10 that I put in there. We'll take out Lizzy's challenge. This is Bigger, Better, Faster Refund. Oops. Color Bingo was 10. I think we left off on 13 last time. I think that was the one that we scratched. So I'm going to roll a d20. We'll put Superman and Batman back, take out a d20. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, $5. So we're going to go again. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 plus 12 is a total of $17 going into this challenge for the week. And 15, 17. Let's see what that does to the total in the envelope. $10, 15, and 17. Okay, so 50, 60, 75, 82. So I'm going to take the 2 5s and a 10 for a 20. So we'll still have 82 in here. Coincidentally, 82 is the year that Lizzy and I were born. We are 1 week apart exactly. I am a week older than Lizzy. Okay, so that was $17 for this week. We'll move on to the Colorful Sparkle Roll and Save. This is by Eva at Budget Your Life. You can get this challenge from her on her website at budgetyourlife.com. And you can also get these colorful sparkly dice, color dot dice. I also, all of the superhero dice, the Superman, Captain America, Green Lantern, Batman, Wonder Woman, and I call them the Punisher dice, but they're Black Panther, and she has many more. And the 7-Up dice, those are all by her. I am rolling these color dot dice, and we got a pair of oranges, which we've already done. Red and orange, so that's 3. Last week I got kind of lost on the total for this, so I got to make sure I keep better track here. I'm saying that the die that is farther away from me is across and the one closer to me is down. Red and orange again. Yellow and blue we've already done. Okay, green and yellow is 6. I'll go one more time. Purple and yellow is 2. Okay. So let's see what all is going in here. Let's see. If I put 8 back, I can grab a 10. So total of $11. Write that down before I forget. And let's see what all is in that envelope. Okay, we can get another 50. So it looks like we've got 52. So I'm going to put all of this back and grab a 50 and a 2. So that goes in along with the challenge. And then we're going to move on to the Fireflies challenge by Marlene at Snow Gardener 307. This is the one that's been doing me dirty week after week, although last week wasn't bad. So this week I am going to be brave and start the roll and save on the back, but I'm going to use a lower denomination die than I might otherwise. I'll probably use a D8 again. But first, let's figure out which of these we're going to be scratching. So let's get that D8 out. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it just peeled right off. Okay, $6. So 5 and 6. I am not going to scratch another one, but let's do a couple of roll and saves with the D8. So we've got a 5 and a 5. And we'll mark here that it's a D8. Okay, so 10 plus the 6, total of 16 going in this week. So I believe the envelope just had a 50 in it, so that should bring it up to 66. And indeed, that is what we have. So all of that goes back in. Now let's work on Paku-Piggy. This is by Jenn over at Jenn Katie Fiddly Bits. Mark down that 16 for the Marlene challenge for Fireflies. Paku-Piggy, we went past the finish line. We're still going. We'll get back around there eventually. And we've got a goblin. So it says if you roll a goblin, pay $2 to power up and eat it. So let's pay our $2. Roll again. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So another $4 here. Let's go again. Goblin, $2. Another goblin, another $2. And another goblin, another $2. I think I'm going to stop there. So let's see what we're putting in this week. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we'll keep one of those. We'll put the rest back for a 10. Let's go to the binder. And we'll add 12. So far, 50, 60, 70, 2, 4, and 6. So 2 10s for a 20. And 3 2s for a 5 and a 1. Okay, so that's going in the back. This is going in the front. Make sure I write down $12 in the tracker and get out the bingo card. This game, we play until we get a bingo each week. So I need the bingo dice. Make sure there's no glare. Okay. And also my little tokens here. Okay, I3, right there. 04, there. And we've got the star. First time I roll a d20. 20, of course. Thank you. And next time I roll this, this becomes wild for this number in whatever row, or whatever number's rolled. It'll make sense if I roll it again. Okay, star 3. So now I'm taking 3 from any row. I'm going to go here. I6, right there. G5, down here. I3, already covered. N4. 04, nope, already covered. Whoopsie. I4. N6. O4, nope. I2, okay. I1 or star will give us a bingo. O1, down here. N5. N4, nope. N2 would give us a bingo. B6, that opens up G4. Star 6, okay, where's the 6? This is the only 6 left. Star 3, can I get a bingo from a 3? Nope. N6, nope. N2, okay, bingo, at last. So we have a bingo down the N row. Let's move this out of the way. We'll clear off the card. And I need to save 9 plus 8 plus, oh my gosh, 9 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus the 20 from the free space. So that's 17, 26, 33 plus 20 is 53 bucks. Damn! Okay. Wow. I'm not going to have as much money to put into Eva's book as I thought. But that's okay. Just makes the book last longer. 53 bucks into black and white bingo. This game does not fool around. I didn't really realize the numbers were this high when I bought the game, but I still enjoy it, so no regrets. Okay, 50, and then a 2 and a 1. So let's see how much this has saved so far. 100, 250, 70, 80, 2, 4, 5, and 6. So we'll put away 2 2s and a 1 for a 5. 286, and I've been playing this game for I think 7 weeks now, so it's a good saver. Okay, next, I need to make sure I write down, oh, I already did write down that 53. All right, this is Brooke's challenge. It is the Around and Around from B's Budgets. So I left off here. We keep going around the board until we land on a scratch, and then I scratch that off. And we keep going and going and going until everything is scratched off. I've got 2 left. I went around the board last week and didn't land on any of them. So let's do Green Lantern. And hopefully you guys can see this. 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, good. We're going to scratch. Let's see here. Okay, $6 there. 5 and 6. Let me clean this up because I already made a mess. See if we can get the last one. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $5. I'm going to keep going until I get to $20 or until everything is scratched off. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $8. That puts us at 19. 5, 7, 8. So we've got one more roll left. 3. 1, 2, 3. $6. Okay. So that is where we stop. We'll mark this. And we'll erase this one. There we go. Let's see how much is going in this week. 5, 6, 12, 11, 16, 21, 23, 24, 25. So this will be 20. 3 ones at 2 and 3 5s for a 20. 25 into the Around and Around challenge. That is this one, right? Wow, this has saved a lot. So far, $127. Put that in there. Now we'll take out the D20 challenge that plays like a D10 challenge. And just to be fair, it's not specifically a D20 challenge. I decided to roll a D20, and I haven't rolled anything over 9 since. Okay, something with double digits. Anything double digits. 17. Perfect. Thank you, die. About time this one showed up to play. So that's the only one I'm going to do this week. 10, 15, 17. This is a freebie from Lizzy at Busy Lizzy's Budget, but I put it in as a regular challenge just because it was bigger than some of the freebies. Okay. So 10, 15. There we go. So far, we have 20, 40, 50, 5, 60, 263. So I'm going to take the 2 5s and the 2 20s for a 50. So still $63 with 6 more spots left to fill. And that was 17. Okay, we'll take out Marlene's Heads or Tails challenge, and I'll mark off that $17 for the D20. Now, I need her Heads and Tails dice. This challenge is again from Marlene at Snowgardener 307. These are her characters, Georgette, Fred Jr., and What the Duck. It's a Heads and Tails dice. Each die has the head once and the tail once for each of the 3 characters. I've assigned all of them values, so we'll give them a couple of rolls and see how much they tell us to save this week. So we've got Fred Jr. Heads, which is 4, and What the Duck Tails, which is also 4, so that's 8. Let's go again. And we got What the Duck Tails twice, so that's another 8. So a total of 16 going into this challenge for the week. 10, 15, and 16. Okay, we've got a 1, and a 5, and a 10. There we go. So 50, 70, 80, 5, 90, 2. So 2 1s for a 2, 10 and 2 5s for a 20. And this challenge is just chugging right along. Make sure I write down 16 for that one for this week. Last in the binder, but not the last challenge of the day, is the Gumball Machine Challenge. This is by Jenn at Jenn Katie Fiddly Bits. You can find this on her Etsy shop. So I need that, and I need my wet erase markers in the packaging that I cannot get enough of. Love that. And I am just going to pop out gumballs until I feel like stopping. So let's give it a turn here. Very gentle. We got, looks like pink. Pink is, 3X. So let's see what comes out next. Pink and, oh my goodness, another pink. Okay, so I got to go at least twice more. I'm not doing times 9, but I will do times 3 twice. Orange, which is 2. Okay, so 6. And one more ball. And purple, which is 7. Okay, so 21 plus 6, $27 this week. Wow. Okay, and I need to mark off 1 yellow and 1 purple. I'm sorry, 1 orange and 1 purple. So there's purple, there's orange. Orange is going to go here. Purple, I'll put here. Okay, and then $27 is going in this challenge this week. Hooey! The part I don't like is getting the pens back in the box. There we go. Okay. And then like that, and like that. Oh, so satisfying. So let's write down 27 so I don't forget it. We'll put these gently back into the hopper for next week. And then put that 27 in the envelope. 20, 25, 27. So in total, so far, 50, 75, 77, 79. That goes in here, and we're almost ready to move on to Eva's Mayan Adventure savings book. But before we do that, we have to figure out how much we're putting into that book. So I need to total up all of this. So we have 42, 52, 69, 80, 96, 108, plus 53 is 161, 186, 203, 219, 246. Adding that to the 295, 541. So I have about $160 to put into the Mayan savings book. Let's get that out. Now I had been, oops, this is upside down. I had been rolling a D10, but I think what I'm going to do is just start going through the challenges and finishing them off. So let's go. We finished challenge number 1 last week, so let's try to finish challenge number 2. I'm multiplying all of these times 5, so that's 15, 30, 45, and this is 20, 40, 60, and that's 25. So 25 plus 45 is 70. 70 plus 60 is 130. So 130. And we should have 420 total with all of this in there. Let's see if that's the case. Well, it's already not the case. Something got screwed up somewhere. Oh, I see. There was also 15 bucks there. Okay. So it needs another 10 and a 5. Some of you were probably screaming at me. Okay, so this should be 420 altogether. So 100, 200, 300, and 50, 70, 90, 400, 10, 15, 20. Bingo. All right, so let's put some of this back. In fact, we'll keep a 20. And the rest can go back for another hundo. Okay, so that's going to go in here for finishing the challenge. And let's make double sure that I'm square on the amount. So we have 15, 30, 45, 60, 80, 120, 145. Okay. So 145 leaves me not a whole lot left to save, but let me mark all of these off. So I'm at how much? 145 plus 541 is 696. But these are times 4. 696. Okay, so I'm just going to do one of them. 696 plus 8, 5, 7, 8, because these, again, are all times 4. So that'll be 8. So 541 plus 145 is 696 plus 8 is 704. So that will be my total savings for the week. Going toward my Roth IRA. And let's get this situated in here. So far, this challenge has 100, 200, and 50, 70, 5, 80, 2, 3, and 4. So swap the 2 1s for a 2 and the 2 5s for a 10. So next week, we'll finish this one, and we'll probably finish the next one. And then from there, it'll be some coloring in here. I don't know that I will just do this all in one go. I might start doing 1 or 2 pieces a week and then move on to the next challenge. We'll see how that goes. But for now, that is all I have for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in to Friendsday Wednesday. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and until I see you in the next one, take care.